This summer was supposed to be the best one ever. I was hanging out on a yacht with my new friends. There was Devin, insanely pretty, like she didn't even know acne exists. There was Jin, crazy smart and, kind of weird. And then there was Tyler, the perfect dark-haired heartthrob. So perfect, it almost made you want to check if he was even real. Everyone was tanning, swimming, splashing water everywhere. And then there was me, sitting there in jeans and a turtleneck. Rosemary, at least get a little sun. No, I have a sun allergy.
Sounds like a pretty bad excuse.
Babe, you're definitely hiding something. I sighed. My cover story was falling short, so it was either run or tell the truth, and jumping off the yacht wasn't really an option. Okay, I'll tell you what's really going on. But first, let me tell you. Hey, I'm Rosemary, and today things are gonna get super summery, a little creepy, and really interesting. Ever since I was a kid, I struggled with my weight. I was super insecure about it and dreamed of being skinny. I was just so tired of hearing dumb jokes. Rosemary's got foals like my Shar-Pei dog. You could say being overweight was kind of a family tradition, so my parents didn't really get why I cared so much about my body. They blamed everything on genetics.
When I was your age, I tried to lose weight too. It was a nightmare. Those diets almost gave me a nervous breakdown.
Oh yeah, I tried too. Even went to the gym until I dropped a dumbbell on my foot. So yeah, better not to mess with nature.
But I was done hiding. I wanted to feel confident in any clothes and actually live my life. So I started working on myself. But this isn't some heroic weight loss story. It's a story about how sometimes your dreams do come true, just not the way you pictured it. By fall, I'd lost a ton of weight, really fast. Everything fit perfectly. I finally had a waist, cheekbones, yeah, they showed up. I was supposed to be happy, but I wasn't, because my body was covered in stretch marks. Like I'd shed the old version of myself, but the new one wasn't exactly perfect either. Instead of supporting me, my parents just made it worse.
We told you losing weight was a bad idea.
See, it only made things worse. So I decided I'd only wear clothes that covered everything. At least in those, I looked amazing. And then Halloween was coming up. I saw a flyer for a party in a nearby neighborhood. It felt like an invitation, so I started looking for a costume. I wanted to be bold, confident, fearless. And then I saw it. A sleek Catwoman costume. It'll show off my new figure and hide the stretch marks at the same time. I looked incredible, as long as I didn't think about what was underneath. It was even better than I expected. At the party, people kept staring at me, and honestly, it felt really good. And that's when I spotted the elite group. Yeah, I mean Devin, Jin, and obviously Tyler.
Wow.
I knew right away it was his place. Not because he had a host sign or anything, but because he carried himself like he owned the whole place.
Wow, cool costume. Do we know each other?
Not yet, but we should fix that. What are you guys talking about? Jen's going on about secret government experiments. He's kind of weird like that. I don't know how it happened, but we ended up spending the whole party together. It felt like I'd always been a part of their group. Later, they told me they'd all been friends since childhood.
Recently, another friend of ours, Nicole, moved to a different city.
We need someone to take her place. Someone who's not afraid of adventure.
Someone like you.
Oh my god, of course I said yes! Because they didn't see insecure Rosemary, they saw the confident girl I'd always wanted to be. I slipped into their rhythm of constant adventures really fast. Spontaneous walks, sleepovers, weird challenges from Jin like pretending we're a tourist from another planet. I really liked Tyler, but we weren't rushing anything. The only thing I kept avoiding was anything involving taking my clothes off. A pool? Oh, I've got plans. A water park? Too bad, can't make it. The easiest excuse was telling them I had very strict parents. They don't let me wear a swimsuit in public places. Winter was easy, but then summer came, and with it, problems. The others started going to the beach more and more. I started missing out on almost everything. And one day, I even refused to play beach volleyball with them.
Nicole never bailed on us.
That hit hard. I felt like I was just a worse version of their beloved Nicole. And when Tyler suggested going for a swim on his parents' yacht, I realized I was running out of excuses. But even then, I showed up fully covered.
You're gonna love this. I found the coordinates of an abandoned research vessel. Legend says it's a place where people confront their fears.
Except Jim's coordinates turned out to be off. So the others started having fun while I just sat there pretending I wasn't overheating. But then my friends finally caught on. Babe, you're definitely hiding something. Okay, I'll tell you what's really going on. But at that exact moment, a silhouette appeared on the horizon, distorted, like it had been frozen in time.
Look, I told you it had to be around here somewhere.
And just like that, everyone forgot I was supposed to be confessing the truth.
Let's get closer.
But the closer we got, the worse it felt. The ghost ship sat almost perfectly still, gently rocking with the waves.
Let's get on it.
Of course we will. Since when do we pick the reasonable option?
Jin, how dock the yacht? You secure the rope.
They were so excited that I couldn't bring myself to say I didn't like the idea. The air on board felt heavier. The metal under our feet creaked like it was about to give out. Rats rustled somewhere in the dark. Devin let out a squeal when one ran right past her. We moved slowly and carefully until Jin decided to check the cabins. I wonder what's in there. Ah! He stumbled back like he'd seen a ghost, but against all logic, we all looked inside too. There were skeletons sitting there. Empty eye sockets staring through you. Panic hit us instantly. Ah! Run! We sprinted, forgetting the whole place was rusty and unstable. At some point, I tripped and fell face first onto a priceless poster. Guys, wait.
Water horror escape game? Face your fears?
What does that mean? Looks like they used to run a horror escape room here.
Just plastic props. Knew it.
Yeah, you screamed the loudest though.
I was just testing your reaction.
The tension faded. It turned into fun. We wandered around the ship, took photos, and joked a lot. Then the sun started to set.
All right, let's head back to the yacht. It's getting colder. Rosemary, give me your hand. Don't want you to fall again.
I smiled, a little embarrassed. And then we all heard Jin's panicked voice.
The yacht drifted away.
You're joking, right?
No, I think I didn't secure the rope properly. The wind picked up and now we've got a problem.
Of course we checked our phones, but there was no signal at all out here.
Jen, I'm gonna kill you. We're stuck here because of you.
The last thing we need right now is fighting.
He's right. Let's calm down and think. But none of our ideas for getting rescued felt remotely smart. On top of that, we were tired, hungry, and thirsty. And as night fell, it got noticeably colder. Rosemary, you're the only one wearing warm clothes. Can I borrow your turtleneck? I'm freezing. I knew I should just help, but even in a situation like this, I was still too scared of judgment and teasing looks. I can't, sorry. Seriously? You can't even help a friend out?
Rosemary shouldn't be standing here in just underwear.
I mean, I do have a swimsuit underneath, but that's not the point.
That's so selfish.
Devin, it's her choice. But we all know Nicole wouldn't have done that.
I'm not Nicole. Yeah, that's obvious.
Hey, that's enough!
Stop acting like you're in charge.
And just like that, it all fell apart. Words, accusations, old grudges. We ended up fighting and splitting up, each going our own way across the ship. The flashlight barely lit the way. My head was a mess. The worst part was the thought that I could never replace Nicole. Everyone adored her, and I was just an insecure girl pretending to be someone else. I'd somehow wandered into the control room. Panels, buttons, old monitors, and something that looked a lot like a radio. I wonder if it still works. The chances were slim, but I started pressing buttons at random. The radio suddenly crackled on, filled with static. And finally, I heard a voice coming through.
Coast Guard here. Identify yourself.
I'm Rosemary Chase. We're stuck on some ship. I don't know the coordinates, but hey, are you there? Damn it cut off! Suddenly, somewhere deep inside the ship, I heard a loud metallic clang and someone scream.
Ah!
Tyler! Devin! Jen! I ran, silently praying that my friends were okay. Then, as I turned a corner, I suddenly slammed straight into Jen. Was that you screaming?
No, but check this out. I found some water and canned beans.
Someone's in trouble. Let's go.
I'm so sorry, Rosemary. I kind of lost it back there.
Not now, Jen. Let's find the others. A couple of minutes later, we ran into Devin. She was standing there wrapped in some old blanket. Was that you screaming? No, I was trying to find something warm when that scream freaked me out.
Then it has to be Tyler.
Let's check the deck. Of course, he was there, sitting and gripping his shoulder in pain. We ran to him. What happened?
I found a lifeboat. Tried to lower it into the water, but the rope snapped. I think I dislocated my shoulder.
We all looked over the side. A dark speck was fading on the horizon. The waves had carried the lifeboat too far away. There was no way we could reach it now.
Sorry, guys. I messed up. That was our only way out of here.
No, it wasn't. There's something else. I told them I'd found the radio and even heard someone's voice, but then it cut out.
We need to check it.
I showed them the control room, and Tyler inspected the radio.
The contacts are old. Voltage is unstable. That's why the power keeps cutting in and out.
So, can we fix it?
In theory, yeah. We need to find where the power is coming from. Look, the diagram says there's a backup generator in the lower section. If we get that running, we've got a real chance.
On the way to the lower deck, everyone's mood lifted noticeably. In our heads, we were already home, eating a hot meal and wrapped in blankets. I don't know about you guys, but I'm officially done with adventures for a while.
A while is in what, 2 days? I know you too well.
We all laughed, and that's when everything went wrong again. Because we realized the only way into the section was through a completely flooded corridor. We shined a light into the water. It was almost black. Still, so cold it looked freezing.
Someone has to swim through there. Start the generator and come back. And that someone is me.
Right after he said it, his face twisted in pain. He grabbed his dislocated shoulder. You can't swim with one arm.
Sorry, but you know I swim worse than a 5-year-old.
Don't even look at me, I'm already freezing. I'll do it.
Rosemary, are you sure?
No, but we don't have a choice. You should take your clothes off. They'll get heavy when wet, and you won't be able to move properly. It made sense, but I was still scared to be exposed like that. In the end, I decided this wasn't about comfort anymore. It was about survival. Okay, but I need to tell you something first. I've been overweight my whole life. I lost a lot of weight, yeah, but I never really felt confident. I still have stretch marks, and I was scared that if you saw the real me, you'd change your mind. That I'm not as perfect as you think. That I don't deserve to replace Nicole. So, yeah, that's it. I dropped my clothes and stayed in my swimsuit. For a moment, nobody said anything. Then Jin awkwardly scratched his head.
So that's why you skipped my birthday at the water park? Seriously, Rosemary?
You look amazing. Honestly, I wouldn't have even noticed the stretch marks if you hadn't said anything. All that stuff you're worried about is just in your head.
You really wouldn't even give me your turtleneck over that? Girl, have you looked in a mirror lately? You're gorgeous. I'm still mad at you though. I smile, but I didn't really believe them. Maybe they were just trying to boost me before my mission. I took a deep breath and went under. The world disappeared. Just dark water. So cold that it burned into my skin. And a narrow corridor that felt like it went on forever. But I just kept swimming. Okay, I'm alive. That's reassuring. I ended up in the generator room surrounded by all this old, confusing equipment. I started pressing anything I could find. Buttons, switches, levers. Nothing worked. Come on, please. Then, out of frustration, I slammed the side of the machine. And suddenly, the generator growled to life. First weakly, then stronger. The lights flickered on dimly. I think it actually worked. Then, I made it back to my friends the same way. They greeted me like I'd just done something incredible. You did it! We almost ran back up to the control room. Tyler got the radio working. Jin called for help and gave them the coordinates. The Coast Guard said a boat would arrive in a couple of hours. We stayed on deck. Jin found some kind of metal basin and somehow managed to build a small fire. We huddled in blankets and shared canned beans. There should be a bottle of water somewhere. I went to look for it. Then I heard a quiet, nasty laughter behind me. Did you see her skin?
Yeah, it's disgusting. No wonder Rosemary's hiding under clothes. She should keep it that way.
Couldn't believe they'd say something like that after everything we'd been through. I lost my balance and nearly went over the edge, but Tyler grabbed me just in time with his good arm. Let go of me! I heard you! You think I'm disgusting!
What? Rosemary, we didn't say anything.
Don't lie! I'm not crazy!
Wait, listen. I read somewhere that this can happen. Out here, with stress, dehydration, and hypothermia, people can start having auditory and visual hallucinations.
I looked at them. They seemed genuinely worried about me. Maybe that's what this whole legend is about, that this place makes your fears come alive. My biggest fear is being rejected.
Rosemary, you're beautiful. You're a great friend.
And you saved us. That matters way more than a couple stretch marks. You don't have to be like Nicole. Just be yourself. Be Rosemary.
Thanks. That's what I needed to hear. Soon the rescue boat arrived. By the time I was sitting there, wrapped in a blanket, Tyler quietly took my hand. And somehow, that was all I needed. A few days passed. We all recovered. And then I dressed the way I'd always wanted to. And the stretch marks, they were part of me too. Part of my story. When my parents saw the confidence in my eyes, something in them changed too.
I'm sorry we were so toxic. It kind of brought back our own failed attempts to lose weight. But you made it through. We gave up when it got too hard.
Thanks for being honest. A couple of days later, we met up at Tyler's.
After the yacht incident, my parents are basically ready to ground me till I'm 30.
Honestly, we could all use a break from adventures for a bit. We were setting up a board game when Tyler's phone rang.
It's Nicole. I'll put her on speaker.
Guys, I need your help. I'll explain everything later. But if you come, there's no turning back.
Why are we still sitting here? Let's go. We need to find out what's going on with Nicole.
Looks like our quiet evening's canceled. I had a feeling this next adventure wouldn't go as planned either. But I was stronger now, and I wasn't afraid of anything. Not anymore.